Yeah, Trev, I want you to find me a man. Let's do a show or something.
I got you.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm gonna book a consultation.
stay in the back chat when you're done. We'll handle this.
Okay.
You might be average though.
I'm not having trouble, but it seems like the tall men are hoes.
So, my real quick question: if the average woman finding a man is 100, right? As far as being doable, like easily finding a husband in her prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's 100. What's a man?
Do that math for me again. If she's 100, when you what do you mean?
Like, like it's her. Let's say her. All right, let's just say 90, right? Let's say it's a 90% chance that a
Okay.
woman, at least going through her prime, can get a man, right? If she's at 90, if she wants to, that's if she wants to, right? And is willing to do the things that you should do to get married, right?
Okay.
What would you say a man is? How more difficult or how less difficult do you think it would be for the average man to be able to find a wife?
At what age?
Dating age today, like as far as let's just say 20 to 40 right now. If he
20 to
wants to find a
40.
woman he's serious about.
How hard is it for an average man to find a woman that he's serious about?
That's worth being
I
serious
don't.
about.
Oh, that's worth being serious about.
Yeah, and be able to bag her too. Not just find her, but her be able to want him too.
I think.
For
I
him to
think
be able to
it's,
marry her.
I would think it's easy to moderate difficulty.
For the average man.
Yeah, I think. I think guys are we primarily lead with our eyes when it comes to women. But like look a little deeper, think about more things besides the way that somebody looks. Start looking at other criterias.
Yeah, I think that's the disconnect right there. That's the disconnect right there.
I kind of agree with him actually, and I feel like it's easier for a man to get married in his prime, the average man, because isn't it on you to decide who's marrying? Like, yes, women are getting married, but like someone has to propose to you. So the person who proposes to you, that's usually a man. That's his job. So if he chooses you and says, "Hey, I want to marry you," uh, 6 times out of 10, if you're dating someone who kind of likes you, she's gonna say yes. My assumption.
I feel like y'all don't really talk to people within dating age at all because you would be able to hear the gripes. Like these dudes can't even get a woman to go out on a date with them without flaking. And you're talking about it's easy to find somebody to get married. You can't be for real. I'm talking about people. Yeah, y'all missed that one. Y'all gotta. I gotta put
Maybe,
two
maybe,
feet on
maybe,
grass or some
maybe,
shit.
maybe I realized maybe my opinion may be a little
No,
biased.
no,
Only
Trev,
because
show me a
I've
man who can't get a date.
Oh, I can show you a lot.
We have
I can
those
show you a
niggas
lot.
on the panel all the
Hold on.
time. It's the
Show
niggas.
them to me so I can tell you why they can't get a date. Not talking to.
It doesn't matter why. It's the fact that they can't. So I'll listen. We keep saying like what Toya just said was a whole bunch of nonsense to me, and this is why. Because of course, men, we control the access to marriage. That's a common fucking sense. But you know what else has to happen? We have to also want to give that access to someone who fucking wants it. The average nigga can want to get married all he wants to. However, he's not going to be able to find the woman that he wants to marry because he's an average nigga, and none of these women like average niggas, as they've said themselves. So
Right.
there's nothing there's no argument that can be made that's not just conjecture or speculation for anyone who has talked to anybody that's dated somebody before. There's no argument that can be made for, well, it should be simple for a average guy to find someone to marry just because we control the access to marriage. That's like saying that a man who is above average should also have more access to sex because he's above average, and we also see that that's not true because the majority of men don't even get to have a chance to reproduce. The majority of men don't have children. So to think that the men should be held to the same standards when the majority of women have children, that's where it's not fair. Like the numbers don't align with what you're saying.
Maybe we looking at average different. Maybe like I think about the top percentage of
I'm
men.
going according to the bell curve.
Okay,
Average, where most of us are. Most humans are average.
That's the
And I'll just give you right. I'm just gonna give you a quick stat real quick.
okay.
So and I love dating app data because you can't really lie and you get to see what habits are and it's recorded. And just so you know, the apps that allow women to cut off her height, 80% of them cut it off at 6 feet, right? You do understand that they also did looks characteristics and what women are attracted to. They are not even attracted to. 80% of women think 80% of men are unattracted. So the 80% of women only like 20% of men as far as attraction is concerned. Not to mention if he's an asshole, not to mention if he get into the bread, not to mention if he got a wiener that she like. It's too many things. Like, dudes don't have that type of access. Where are we getting this idea that it's easy for the average man to go ahead and get a wife? Like it's just something we could just go do. Oh, you know what? You should be married. Yeah, you're right. Let me go do that. It doesn't work like that. These women are ignoring men. Most of men are invisible.
They get that information from out of touch single women. That's that's the only people saying that shit. Women who are out here experienced with men, who are dating men successfully or happily married, know how hard it is to get a good man. And then more important, they know how hard it was to take that man to get them to want to be a wife and behave as such. The idea that the average man can go find a woman who is also independent on her own and then get her to comport herself into a way that makes her a desirable wife is fucking retarded. That's not easy to do, because if it was easy to do, then one, marriages will last longer. Two, more men would have children, and three, more women would be married, and they're not.
Okay, let's go ahead and get like Mommy 3, True, and Rashid in there. Pearl as well. What do you guys think about this conversation thus far?
I'm actually just listening. One, I want to know Trev's social circle. I want to know a little bit about your social circle and the conversations that you have, because when you talking about an average man, and you believe that it's harder for an average man, Trev.
Oh yeah, I know. If you want to know about my social circles, they're not limited, right? I know thousands of my phone book literally has thousands of people, right? From people who are multimillionaires all the way down to the dirt poor. And I speak to everyone, men and women, do consultations, vibe with people on a regular basis. I get to talk to people on a regular basis, and I've also been in over 30,000 households, so I get to see the dynamics. So what I'm telling you is that I have a very good sample size, and I'm a student of data. Like I don't just look at statistics, I study statistics, and I'm telling you this is accurate. So it's not like no bullshit or whatever. And it's absolutely harder for the average man, because the average man reports this, but no one listens to the average man. And most women don't date the average man, so they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They all are searching for the same dude, and they date that dude who has all the options. And of course he's going to show his ass, because all of y'all want the same dude. So yes, he's going to pound all of you, because none of you can do anything about it. But the average man doesn't have those options, and that's where y'all missing it, because you don't care about the average man. You have no empathy for the average man. Go ahead.
I have a question for you. Are you one of the people who tell guys to stay away from single moms, or no? Is that not something you say?
No, I wouldn't say stay away from single moms. What I would say is that just understand what it is that you're getting to. And it's all about your own preference, right? Particularly if you have children of your own, then that would be kind of stupid. But if you don't, then you just have to understand that you should be prepared to be a father. Me, before I decided I was going to do the marriage thing, I did not want to do that, because I'm either all in or no. So I would not do everything and take every precaution, pulling out like a mofo, working on timing and all that, to make sure that no one gets knocked up just to take on a child that I wasn't ready for. But that was me. But like now, I have kids already. If I was going out there doing what I do now, it wouldn't be such a big deal, right?
Okay, so tell me if I'm crazy.
By preference.
Tell me if I'm crazy. In this space,
Hello?
we say that single moms are like.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. So I thought y'all was talking about cheating. I wanted to get in on that topic at the beginning.
Hold on, Mommy.
Okay, but yeah, Trev, I want you to find me a man. Let's do a show or something.
I got you.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm gonna book a consultation.
Stay in the back chat when you're done. We'll handle this.
Okay.
He might be average though.
Hey, it is what it is. I know, because I'm a mom. What it is? Why?
No, I'm just saying. if you're having trouble, that's an easy way to solve the problem, right?
Well, I don't
It doesn't
have.
to,
Okay,
I don't
I'm
want
gonna put it like
to. We're
this.
gonna do that in the back chat. We're gonna do that in the
Okay,
back
because
chat.
it's like for
I
real
want
though.
to
I'm not
tell
having
Joe.
trouble. I'm not having trouble, but it seems like the tall men are hoes.